Alright, I don't know if this is what I'll title this video, but this video is going to be about the lack of intellectual depth. What prompted this video, I made a post probably at most 2 weeks ago, and I was just expressing my boredom with people, my boredom with the world, my boredom with society. And this video is not me saying that. It's not in the sense of any self-harm type thing, so please don't take what I'm saying out of context. This has been my outlook on life for a long period of time, and I'm still here at this point. Trust and believe. I have no thoughts in my head, or my life is not to that extent to where I would think to do anything to myself. So don't get this video misconstrued with that. But as a person that thrives off intellectual substance, I desire that out of people. I desire that out of the world. And when we're in a world that does not promote intellect, it just promotes surface level things. For a person like myself, you feel out of place. You're bored with things. You have to find ways to entertain yourself. People bore you. I'm serious. I mean this to the depths of my soul. I am bored with people, and I do not care to talk to people because people don't talk about anything of importance. And like I said, for me now, if it's going to be a conversation, it's some mental stimulation in there, by all means I had that conversation, because I can talk for a while, especially when it's about things of importance. But on the surface, you will see me and you don't think I talk to people at all. But that's because the vast majority of people, 99% of people, bore me because everybody is so surface level. So that's what that post was about. An interesting comment was made that made me think about some things, and I'm going to paraphrase that comment. But the person talked about how, that's just about people's attention span, and how we've gotten to the point where people need things quick, where you can bring in TikTok, or you can bring in YouTube shorts, or the fact that, and I'm mentioning what that person was saying, how people don't read anymore. Like, people need things in an instance. And what I've been hearing from a person that I know is, I love and other people may be saying this, but this is my first time hearing it from that standpoint. It's a microwavable society, meaning need things in an instance. And that's where we have gotten to in this society. And I would say it's further dumbing us down. We can even go from the standpoint of the music. Back in the day, music, songs were probably about 3 minutes, and 3 minutes may be a little bit on the shorter side, but closer to the 4-minute range is what songs used to be. Now, I understand they had a verse, hook, chorus, so on and so forth. So that's what songs were back then, to where it would possibly make them longer than what they would be if they didn't have all those things. But that was the time that we was in, and that's the music we were listening to where now, I guess you can, I won't even say they're taking the chorus out. It's just like a bunch of random stuff being said and repeated over and over. So it could potentially be a chorus. You don't know if it's the chorus or the verse, but regardless, songs now are quick. It's like 1:30 to 2:30 max. I don't see any song over 2 minutes and 30 seconds now. So that's just an example of a quick example of how things have changed from the standpoint. And I would imagine that's done because people are understanding, that's making this music, that you got to grab people's attention just right up top, or you're going to lose them. Now, that would be a problem for me, and you can look at my videos with that. Unless it's my shorts, which that's where I've gained a little attention here recently, unless it's my shorts that's intended to be quick, my videos are pretty lengthy for the most part, unless I'm mentally thinking about make this video short so people can have the potential to actually listen to the full thing, or listen for as long as they can. But that's not me. That's not feeding me. And so throughout my life of being bored with people and desiring to have those intellectual conversations with people, and I'm going back at a point in time in my life to where now I'm content with it. I still hate it and would love to have intellectual conversations with people, but I'm more content with it now because I understand people are just not there, and that's just what it is. But at one particular point in time, I couldn't accept it. I couldn't understand it. And so I was longing for this mental stimulation and so on and so forth, and I wasn't getting it, to where at some point it was like, okay, how can I start getting the mental stimulation that I desire? And so that's where I started picking up books and reading, and this would probably be somewhere in my mid-20s, to where I actually start buying books more and collecting books and so on and so forth, because that then filled the void of things that I was not getting. So the books would give me that mental stimulation because it's getting my mind going. I can start thinking of different things, so on and so forth. On top of that, I'm a writer. I love to write. That gives me another form of mental stimulation. But all in all, this video is just talking about how, or trying to highlight how our society has moved to a point that intellect is no longer of importance, and we're being dumbed down to operate with things of an instance, and that is beyond problematic, and we don't really see how that's causing a lot of issues or the potential issues that could come from that. Like, comment, share, subscribe, share your opinion. If you can relate to what I'm saying, if you can highlight something that I didn't point out, I definitely appreciate it.